All right, Sinners. I watched it. A bit late with the review, I know, but like, better late than never, you feel me? And I'm gonna hop in while the iron's still somewhat hot, you feel me? Before I start, by the way, before I start, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, you feel me? To the review. Um, it was a good movie, man. It was a good movie. It was a really fun, enjoyable movie. Now, usually when movies get like super overly hyped, saying it's like people are saying like it's a must see. This is like the best movie, peak fiction and whatnot. It's natural to be like iffy. Like, is this really peak fiction? Is this really gonna be like the best movie in the world? X Y Z. You already coming in with like a high standard for the movie. So when I hopped in the movie and watched, it, I'm like, okay, it's pretty good. It's a solid. It's a really good movie. Now, when I say it's like peak fiction, I won't say all that. I'll say it's a solid movie for sure. Like high 8, maybe 9, but peak fiction. You know what it might be? I think it might just be we haven't had like a good movie that was like original for like a hot minute. So like when we finally get that and it's like actually good, people like start to get really happy. You know, I think a good example of it back in the day was like John Wick. John Wick was the movie, bro. Like it was something new, something fresh. Everyone loved John Wick, so I feel like this is kind of like the John Wick now. Not like the same action based story telling. It's just more like, a new fresh movie, original story, all that stuff, and still solid. I think that's the thing right now. People are getting like a fresh, solid, good movie. And I think that's what's getting like the hype around it as well. You feel me? But on to like my thoughts about the movie itself. I really liked it for sure, for sure. Like, I will say, like my first, I only watched the movie one time by the way. So like when I was watching through it, like the first half was like very slow to me because again, I came to the movie thinking, okay, it's gonna be like these two brothers fighting vampires. That was gonna be like a vampire fight movie. You feel me? But instead, it wasn't like that. Like the whole first half of it was just like the characters going throughout their day and whatnot, setting up for the party. It's more like character interaction, character driven storytelling. You know what I mean? Like it was just the characters interacting with other characters, understanding their mindset, what they're going through, and it was a bit of a slow burner, but like I think it worked out in the end because like once we get to like the scene where everyone's in the I won't say that the jukebox, the club that they made. At that point, the movie starts picking up, seeing like, okay, we're in the jukebox, we're in this club, having a good time. Things are getting like a little bit hectic, like, oh, we're partying super hard. Vampires are now here and whatnot. So like that's when it started like picking up steam, and like just it became full chaos. And I think that's and then afterwards, like when all the chaos ended or whatever, and like the story's over, you kind of look back at like the beginning of the movie, like dang, they were really like enjoying life, having a good time, interaction with family and friends and whatnot. And then the movie ended on such a sour note, like dang, like all my friends are practically dead. Just being by myself, it was like such a good time at the beginning. Then it went to shit. You know what I mean? So you appreciate the first slower half of the movie more because of the after effects or because of like what happened in the later half of the movie. In my opinion, that's how I felt. Like I appreciate like the calmness of it, the enjoyment of the interactions more now because like dang, everything just went super downhill after you guys went to that club. So that was my enjoyment of the film because of that. Character wise, I think I really like most of the characters. Smoke and Stack, I think Michael B. Jordan did a good job playing like two distinct twins who has strong personalities and whatnot, or different personalities. That's always a good thing. That's fresh. What's he face? Sammy, he was a bit man. Sam, bro, he was messy. I'll tell you that. Sam was messy. He's the guitar player in the movie, and man, literally is a homewrecker. Like this girl said, she had a husband, all that stuff, but man did not care. He wanted to get with Shorty, even though she had a husband. And then freaking, what's her name? Mary, bro. Let me tell you something else about this movie, bro. Like this movie, I felt like I was invading people's privacy sometimes, bro. Like they were freaked out in this movie, man. Like they were extremely freaked out. I'm not gonna give into full detail. Just watch for yourself, bro. But like, jeez, I'm like, bro, am I intruding someone's privacy right now? Like, what's you doing that right here? You're saying that? They were freaked out, bro. Mary especially, bro. When she became a vampire too, she was on demon timing, both literally and figuratively. There we go. I had to say that slowly. But yeah, bro, it was just looking back at it too. They were all kind of. That's why the movie's called Sinners. They were just like all with sin. Like everyone had like their own sins, like the Smoke brothers, Smoke or Stack twins, Smoke Stack twins. What were they? The point is, both of them, being practically gangsters and whatnot, having like a shady lifestyle. Then like the son, Sam, who's a preacher's son, wanted to live this out. I'll say degenerate quote unquote lifestyle, like going to the party, clubbing, hooking up with women who are married to and whatnot. And then even with the I think it's Annie doing like her magic and whatnot. I think, is it voodoo or voodoo centric? Well, the point is, it's against the norm of what Christianity would do, because I feel like the main arc of it was, Christianity is this the good lifestyle, and everyone else in the movie were like just doing committing all these sins and whatnot. And the vampires, not the, I'm trying to find a word for it. The vampires enjoyed their lifestyle almost and wanted to use them to like connect to his other friends, kind of. Let me see if I can break this down properly. So the main evil vampire, I think his name was Remick. Remick. He wanted Sammy because he could connect to the spiritual plane through his music, and he wanted to do that to connect with his other people and whatnot. And then spread like vampires and whatnot, because I think he was like lonely or something like that. He just wanted to have more of a connection with people. Yeah, I think they even show with him like being like a hive mentality. Then just all just dancing, partying forever and whatnot, living that Sinner-esque lifestyle. So I think that was like kind of the point. I don't know, man. I don't feel like there's not too much of a deeper meaning to the movie. It's just kind of a simple, cut and dry. Hey, you're doing this, bad things happen. Then I think the ending too, where Sammy goes to, because like at the end, Sammy's like the only one to survive. He goes back to his dad at the church, beat up, broken guitar, and it's like, hey, yo, listen, renounce all that sin and just come to me. And then it turns out Sinning just chose not to go to his dad and just go on to be like a whole guitar star and whatnot. So that was pretty interesting too, looking back at it. But yeah, overall it was a fun movie. I will say the funniest scene, I almost forgot. It was like near the literally beginning of the movie. Like we see Remick like flying around, like running away from somebody. Then he has like this couple's house who's also part of the clan. Then this Native American hunting group who like hunt vampires, like, hey, listen, did you see like this evil dude in the way, like he's a demon, yada yada. It's like, no, we didn't see nothing, yada, whatever. And dude's like, all right, bet, whatever, you have fun with that, because like his homeboy's like, it's becoming nighttime soon, let's just head out now, it's whatever. He said, bet, I'm leaving. So I really thought that was kind of funny how man like try to give him like an out, say, listen, this guy's trouble, we'll try to take him out for you. She's like, no, we don't want you around here, XYZ. He said, bet, I'm heading out, that's your problem. So I think it's kind of funny how like there was an out at the beginning of the movie where this could have all been avoided, but because this, racist couple who are trying to protect their own, they end up getting turned to vampires and now they're all dead. So pretty funny, kind of, still tragic, but yeah, fun vampire movie. I like it. I recommend for sure. It's a good watch. It's like a fun watch. It doesn't feel like 2 hours too. It didn't feel like 2 hours. It felt like a good hour 30 for me at least. So I think when movies are like quote unquote long, I'll say like 2 hours is like long, but I think that's the standard now. And they feel less than an hour or less than 2 hours, I think that's a good thing for the movie for sure. Yeah, that was about that. But yeah, see Sinners, I recommend. Apparently, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but like Coogler is this thing about like making like a Sinners universe or the Cooglerverse. So that'll be interesting to see. I don't know how he would do it, but like he probably does have a plan to do it, because in the movie, I think it's Stack. Stack is one that got turned into a vampire. Stack and Mary, they ended up surviving because Smoke let them go. So now they're in the present, so I guess there could be like a universe where they're like traveling around as vampires in the present day. I don't know. But yeah, that's the review for real, for real. I didn't think I gave spoilers, but not too heavy with spoilers, I guess. But yeah, fun movie. I recommend. Solid 8 out of 10. Could be a 9. And yeah, check out the video. Or not check out the movie, I should say. While it's still out in theaters. See it in theaters. Don't pirate this. Don't pirate this one. No. This is what you see in theaters for sure. This is a movie theater experience. But that's it for this review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember what I said at the beginning. Like, maybe subscribe. I don't know. The choice is yours. It's your choice. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll catch y'all next time, alright?